It's all happening here. I'm at Leigh-on-Sea. You alright, by the way? I've not seen you in ages, I'm sorry, but I've been so busy with the main channel. Honestly, I've never worked as much. I'm not saying it's really hard work, but it's a lot of work, a lot of hours. So I've just not had a chance for this. So I thought, I want to test some stuff out on this camera, and it's perfect to do that on this channel. And I've also had a few questions, and they'll sort of fit in with this channel better. It's nice, isn't it, here? I've come down to the harbour area, never been to Leigh-on-Sea. I've come down because I've come back to Southend, so it's now, I think it's Wednesday. You know when you live in a van, you lose concept of time. So I've come down Wednesday so I can get up early in the morning and do another Southend video, because I did one over a year ago, and it all sort of kicked off a little bit. Well, it didn't kick off, but when there were a lot of trouble going on, so there was a negative vibe about the place. So I thought I need to come back and hopefully see something positive. So that's why I've come down. And then I just thought, I've got some new stuff, new fandangle stuff I'm doing with camera, so I thought I'll talk about that on this. Look at this here. Lovely, isn't it? We're just down the road from Southend-on-Sea. I really like this. It's just all pubs and bars and seafood restaurants. It's a bit overcast though today. Hopefully the weather's going to be nicer tomorrow. So I've got another tripod. It's the tiniest tripod. It's actually the tripod from the Pocket 3 camera, the tiny thing. So it's a little bit more discreet. I always try and be discreet on this camera. I've got the screens turned off, so it just looks like I'm holding this bizarre black contraption. But something I wanted to look how busy it is here. Look at this. Well, not busy, but look how big it is. I'm gonna have to have a pint at one of these places. It's not like me, is it? You know, for a change, have a beer. Just realised I'm walking down the middle of the road as well. So, one of the things I wanted to test, on the last few vlogs what I've done, I've been getting a lot of solar flares and flares from lights and stuff. So I bought this CPL filter. So there's a special filter on the front of the lens, and it changes the direction of the light. So if you're getting solar flares, you can hopefully get rid of it. But it's cloudy, so I can't really test it. But there's another thing you can use it for, and that's, you know, when you want to film through like a shop window or so, show something in a shop, you can get rid of the reflection on the glass. So I'll try that out in a bit as well. It's just like a turny thing on the lens, so you just turn it round. Got the train line just there as well. I think the main town is just up in that direction, and Southend's that direction. That's the Thames estuary, isn't it? So we're not far from London here. This will be all Wait Londoners camp for their holidays. Whenever I say out about London, I always have to do that voice. Some crabbing going on there. It looks like we might have a bit of beach going on down there, maybe, is it? That's a lovely looking pub, isn't it? So, make sure I don't get run over. What's the questions that I've had recently? The one I get at least 2 or 3 people ask me this on every video that I put on main channel is, what camera do you use? Well, you lot all know that I use either the DJI Pocket 3 or I use this one. But this is my favourite one at the moment. I don't know if I've talked about it before and explained. It's just because with the Pocket 3, when you want to film something, you've got to set it up, you've got to aim it, you've got to, do you know what I mean, line it up, and it don't work as well with sort of like spontaneous stuff. You know, if I see something and I just want to spin around like that, you can do that dead easy. It's a lot more sort of in the moment, it feels a lot more first person. It's actually a bit bigger than the Pocket 3, but I feel it's more stealthy, especially like I say how I set it up. There's no screens on, it just looks like a black block. And when I'm walking through places like this, I can just flip it around and lower it down a bit. And it doesn't stand out as much. You alright? Is there much down there?
Nice. Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Barnsley.
Barnsley?
I'm doing a vlog, yeah, you alright?
Oh, okay.
How you doing? Nice to meet you. I'm filming now, yeah, you're on YouTube, is that alright?
YouTube,
yeah.
Wait,
what's your YouTube account?
It's called By the Curb. By the Curb, I live in a van.
Oh, okay.
So imagine park by the curb, so that's where I get me
You
name.
go all these locations?
Yeah, I go all over.
Is this going to be on YouTube?
You're living?
Yeah,
You're living?
So I'm
I am. You will see yourself, yeah. What's your names?
Archie.
Archie. Are you from round here?
We're local, we're not from, we're a train driver away.
Yeah, alright.
Train driver away, but obviously, yes.
I've never been, it's nice here.
So no family or nothing, you just travel or?
I just travel over. Well, I've got a daughter, so I always go back every week. I go back to Barnsley for my daughter.
Oh, brilliant.
But I came to Southend last year and did a video, and it was kicking off a little bit. Do you remember when they were that trouble?
Not really good.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's changed, it's all changed now, isn't it? It's everywhere, you go.
Yeah.
But
I know Barnsley, I know a little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Barnsley's
Well, what's your page?
It's called By the Curb.
By the Curb.
So C-U-R-B, I spell it the American way.
You got much followers? Okay.
119,000 now. So
Wow.
It's all right, my full-time job.
Wow, that's it.
So, yeah.
You paid for it then?
I get paid, yeah. Get subscribing.
That's good.
We used to come down here with my son and that. Many years
Right.
ago. Every day he was 2 years old.
Yeah,
Every day we used to come down and when he was 2, finish work, come see him
yeah.
and take him down here and yeah, so the first time we've been down here many years with him. So
Oh, lovely. That's
so-
nice.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
my place is sort of Bridlington up in Yorkshire, so I go with my daughter
You're
quite a lot
ex-military?
there.
Yeah.
I'm not, no.
Oh,
No.
you'll see his face when you
this
come
is
in.
you?
Blue ice cream.
This one,
That's where it
it's
is.
you, yeah?
That's me and my other half. Yeah, she's on some
Okay.
videos.
Is this you?
Yeah.
Oh, I know it is that.
You know it is?
Yeah.
Hey, you might see me.
That's
Alright.
it.
So I'm coming back to do a video of Southend tomorrow because when I said it was all kicking off, but I want to try and find some positives there. I know it's got a bad rep, but
Yeah, it's like 6 weeks is probably not the best time because it's mainly isn't it?
yeah, well,
But obviously, got by energy. don't you?
we'll see what happens. Yeah. So I was just chatting to some of the locals there. That was very nice. Lovely set of lads. Dad there with his son. He's been coming down with him since he was little. So that's nice. Family traditions at the seaside. That's what it's about. So I'm going down here. Actually, Southend is not far down here. It's closer than it's closer than I thought. So it's actually walking distance. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to walk along a bit. And I'm trying to remember what the other questions were, what people have asked me. It'll come to me. So, somebody said, how do you afford to travel all the time? So on my main channel, I do all the travel stuff. And I've pivoted into that content because I made a video about it, the van life stuff. It just don't seem to get the views anymore. It don't earn the money. And if I were just doing van life, I couldn't do this as a full-time business. But how do I afford to do it? Well, it's sort of easier for me because I live in my van and I don't have any bills other than fuel, maintenance for my daughter and food and Helen. So that's it, that's how I can afford it. And I'll spend quite a lot of money on making those videos, and a lot of them, some of them lose money. So these people pass. And some of them lose money, but it's an investment in a business, and my subscribers have been really growing, and these new subscribers, they watch your other videos, so in a roundabout way the income's going up, but I am spending a lot on videos. I think the Malta one, I got 3 videos out of that, but it cost me about £1,300 to make those 3 videos. I have to keep putting camera around. You know, when you're walking towards people, you get an idea that whether people are not going to like you filming and stuff. I don't know, it's like a sixth sense. And the bloke that walked past then, he looked a bit mean. So I thought, put camera down. Don't want him to start accusing me of filming him. But what was I going to say? So the Malta videos cost me 1,300 quid. I have spreadsheets and I record every penny. I don't record the food though, because I think, well, if I'm in England I'd be eating anyway, wouldn't I? So that's just same. The reason that was so expensive is because I stayed in a few hotels. I don't normally stay in that many. I got the train line, you know, the discount train tickets, but that train, when I went across to Sicily, I wanted to have a private cabin, and that wasn't available on the what's it called, the U-Rail. So I'd paid for the U-Rail, but that train also cost me 199 quid. So you're doing that for content, and then of course I flew Helen out and flew her back home. That cost me £300. So 1,300 quid to make them 3 videos. I have made profit on them though, but not much. It's not like a good business sort of decision. I've only made a tiny bit on them. But the way I think, you know, you're making more videos, aren't you? And, you know, I've seen YouTubers, I know YouTubers that'll spend thousands making a video. And I know I've got a lot of YouTubers or new YouTubers that are following me and ask me all these questions, how they can build channel. My number one tip for building a channel, and I've applied this myself, look at that. It's like a military vessel, that, isn't it? My number one tip, I'll get to it. My number one tip, if you really want to grow your channel, is you've got to spend as much time planning your videos as you do making them, and invest in a video. You know, when we were in Malta, we went on that boat. We could have gone on a boat with loads of people and it'd only cost €3. But I thought, I can't film on that boat, and this is good content. So I spoke to the guy, says, can we have it to ourselves, private? And it was €50. You know, a lot of people might say that's a bit daft and stuff, but it's a business, isn't it? And you're investing money into your business. And don't get me wrong, having a bloody good time. I'm so lucky to have this as a business. You know what I mean? I think Southend's just here, you know. I might go up that and see where that takes me to. Gosh, I was just thinking how sort of mucky that water looks, and that lady's just swimming in it. I don't know what's up here. We'll find out, won't we? There's somebody swimming there as well. I think that just takes us up to a main road there, so I'm going to walk back the way I've came, through all those bars and stuff like that. I might even get an ice cream. Then I need to get in the van because I've only got a couple of hours of parking, and head up into the town, see what the town's like. So you're getting some sort of insight into YouTube, and a look round Leigh-on-Sea as well, eh? HMS Wilton is there.
Yeah.
So hi.
Alright.
So I'm explaining. So the mine would float up to the surface, and then you shot a hole in it so it sank. That's how you dealt with them. This was a mine hunter, so she had electronic equipment down below in the bow, and she could spot mine somewhere without anybody else. That's what she was. But I think it tells you where she was,
That's how she survived.
where she served. Yeah, operational care. Look, she went Port Said, Middle
Mediterranean.
East and so on.
Mediterranean, yeah. I
And
see
she
that.
was on mine clearance in the Gulf of Suez and things. There we are. And then she did fishery protection. Then she went back. She's
been about.
She's a normal ton class mine hunter. They all end with the name with ton. She's Wilton, right? But she's unusual because she was the first fiberglass warship ever,
Oh, brilliant.
right?
Huh.
So she had various route names.
What's the
in
difference of
Navy.
the fiberglass to the other ones? Was it more?
The others are all steel. Well, fiberglass is good because it's not magnetic.
But it
And
seems a bit
lots of-
weaker, doesn't it? Or-
Lots of mines are magnetic,
Yeah.
so that was an advantage to be
Okay.
fiberglass. But
And speed as well, I suppose.
no difference on speed, I don't
Okay.
think. Depends on the engines. And the engines that she had came from, I think, underground. They used to recycle everything. Came from underground trains and things like that.
Wow.
But she used to roll a lot, so they had various rude names for her. She really rolled or something.
Oh well.
Brilliant. Lovely.
Things
issue.
like that,
Lovely.
right?
Thank you. Thank you. See you later, mate. Cheers.
Quite a while before she's taken over. She's now just the yacht club reporter.
So I'm going to read this to you. Let me put my glasses on for those of you who are interested. I've got a rapper walking past. And the rapper's gone past. So HMS Wilton was the first warship in the world to be constructed from glass reinforced plastic fiberglass. Her design was based upon the existing ton class minesweepers, and she was fitted with equipment recovered from the scrapped HMS Derryton. The use of fiberglass, I think that's fiberglass, that's what he said, gave the vessel a low magnetic signature against the threat of magnetic mines. HMS Wilton was considered to be a success, and now many more warships have been built from GRP. I like this. She was unofficially known as HMS Tupperware, or the Plastic Duck and Plastic Pig. And there she is. Another question I get asked, and I just can't answer it because people say, what's the best type of content? What sort of stuff should I film? And I don't know. I mean, I don't know for myself, that's why I keep changing. But just do what if you've got a skill or there's something you know a lot about, then do that. If you're passionate about something, that's even better, because there's nothing worse than filming stuff that you're not interested in. But yeah, you've got to get your personality into it. You've got to stand out from other people. There's just probably millions of videos getting uploaded every day on YouTube, so why would people want to watch yours? You know, and it does take a while for people to notice you, so make sure your thumbnails really stand out. That's probably more important than video, well, as important than the video. It's a busy line. With my recent found love of the trains, I was going to come down on the train. I thought I can go down to London and then get across to Southend and then stay in a hotel. But I realise I need to do a bit of van life stuff because I've not done any for so long. We're doing some this weekend though. Me and Hallie Bobs are going away in the van, so that should be good. Oh, I'm liking this, it's lovely. It's so quiet and with the waves lapping, it's very tranquil. So another thing I wanted to test today was the setting on this camera, and it's on the DJI cameras, and it's called D-Log-M, and it's a sort of higher quality recording. What it does is it records a bigger dynamic range, but it requires a little bit of work when you're editing it. So basically, if you upload the footage directly to your computer to edit, it looks really saturated, there's no colour, so you have to add something what they call a LUT, which I don't know what that stands for, luminementary, something to do with colour, and then you colorise it. But because you're doing it that way, you can sort of change the colours around and you can add effects and things like that, like a movie. So I wanted to test that out. I've tried it once in the past and I made a complete mess, but I've watched a few tutorials, and anyway, we'll see what the colour looks like on this video. You know, if it's rubbish, I'll probably not do it again. Something else I need to test out with this filter I've got on, it really darkens the image. So I need to go indoors and see what it's like in low light. That guy bobbing out there. I need to go in one of these establishments and have a glass of pop and try and film inside, see what the quality is like. These cameras are not so good indoors anyway, but I just need to see how bad it is. So we'll do that, get a glass of pop, and then I'll head up into the town. I want to go in that ye old smack because that looked nice. And it did look a bit dark inside, so it could be a good test. Looks lovely, doesn't it, that? Let's go in. Yeah, it's very dark, you see. That was very nice. Thank you very much. So how does this look? It is very dark in here. Lovely pub though, really nice pub. But I should imagine on this camera, it will look really dark. Well, that was a nice pop. £7 though, it's not cheap. I'm going to get run over here again.
I think it didn't work, so I just had to be, she was just an alpha.
Oh, look, the flowers are pretty. We've got a lily.
Right, I'm going to head up into town. I don't know what sort of town it is or whatever, but we'll have a look. And then I need to do a bit of shopping to get something for my tea and find somewhere to park up for tonight and edit this little video and get it uploaded. Can't believe trains all the time coming past, but I guess that's what they do, innit? Here she is. It's our Elsie. Oh gosh. Quick. Right, there's not much of a town. I like the new Lidl sign there. That's pretty much of a representation of Leigh-on-Sea's town. I'm only joking. There was one street, unless I missed it, you'll have to tell me, but there was one street with a few shops on, but I couldn't get parked at all. It one of them, you know, there were nice shops and cafes and, you know, delicatessens and stuff. Couldn't get parked anywhere near it. If you think I'm parking all this way and walking back, I'm just coming a lay by you. So, yeah, Leigh-on-Sea looks lovely. But this video weren't really about that. It was about me just checking in and letting you know that I'm still here on Behind the Curb. I'm still going to do some behind the scenes stuff. The main channel, By the Curb. In fact, a few people have said on this channel, they've said, what's the name of your main channel? So it's By the Curb. It's warm, I'll tell you. Yeah, By the Curb, get subscribing to that. But I do definitely one video a week, every Sunday at 6:30. But I always usually get a midweek one in as well. And then this stuff is just going to be complete random nonsense. But as I said, I started this channel, I'll bring one up every day. I just got completely burnt out with it though. It is time consuming, it's hard work. The content I do, you know the stuff I do on my main channel now, it'll take 3 to 4 days to film. Sometimes you want to do them coach journeys and train journeys and stuff, then at least a full day editing. So there's a lot of work goes into it, and I'm not saying it's hard work because I do enjoy it, but it's hard to be, you can't be pumping them out all the time because there's just not enough time. And then you've got your real life going on, haven't you? You know, I've got a daughter. So, and I've got my mum and dad moving house now. They're in process of moving into a new bungalow. So it's tough. So to do stuff on here as well, and then there's Patreon. Oh, there's no end. There's no end. I'm not mourning. I do love it. I've got some great videos coming up. I'm investing money into the channel. I've come up with some genius ideas. It's just finding time to do them. But yeah, I want to do better videos on the main channel. Anyway, hope you're all well. Keep your questions coming. I think I try and, on main channel, I try and reply to comments and heart comments and stuff like that. But it's getting harder and harder to do. On here it's a bit like, it's post and ghost, I'm afraid. That's what they say, innit? Post and ghost, because it's just, oh dear. Right, so I'm going to go to Tesco's or something, get something for my tea, edit this, get it uploaded, and then I need to swat up a little bit for Southend tomorrow. That video will probably be on Sunday night. So I'll be filming that Thursday. Friday, this is it, I don't know when I'm going to do it. Friday, I'm helping mum and dad again. Friday night, I've got to pick Helen up to go away on a trip, and then I've got to get, in between that, get the Southend video edited in time for Sunday night. I'll have to do it tomorrow night after I've filmed it, but then I've got to drive back up to Barnsley, which is about 3.5 hours. That's why I like going on trains sometimes, because you can edit on the train. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thanks for watching. I just want to give you insights into the YouTuber life. All right, I'll see you whenever. Might be another month. You never know. You might not even see this. If this lens thing I've put on this camera is rubbish, then you'll not even see this video, in which case I'm talking to nobody. All right, civvy.